like this, and the other ones I'll be watching. You understand? Begit Galle. I watched them on TikTok. I was laughing alone. I was like, man, if I can laugh alone, why not react? Because this is an African politician. Why should I not react? And I'll be like, I'll be like laughing alone. Why should I not do it like now? So let's do it now. I'm going to share my screen so that we can enjoy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and do the most.
Mr. Galle, you're very good at this. I mean, this isn't the first time I've seen you in action, and you're very good at this. You sit there with a lot of confidence. You speak your mind, which is not a bad quality, and you're knowledgeable. So you do very well at this kind of thing. But this morning you were quick to retract the fact that you'd said that you knew Matala.
Well, like, I used to scare Begit Galle, you know, when I was growing up, how he was talking to his policies, the police. I feel like, man, this guy is strict. I never thought he's going to be here questioned. Because I listened to Cat Matala about the stories, but I never thought Begit Galle is going to be questioned, man. Because this man was so strict about the police, telling the police must not do TikTok. Say like police, there's a videos of Begit Galle showing hope to a citizen. Even like me, man, I love Begit Galle. I was like, oh my God, this guy is so strict. During COVID, calling by red. But we find himself here answering some questions. Let's go and see.
Very well. You were quick to say, perhaps not very well. So I'd like to explore with you why you initially said very well, because you're a seasoned campaigner, you're no child, you've been around the block, and you're an experienced human being as well as an experienced in the security cluster.
So like now, ma'am, you asked, I don't know, you're doing a statement or doing what, a comment? Because I want to understand, what is the question? What's the question?
So why would you have said I know him very well when now you say you don't know him so very well?
Well, in reflection, Honorable Member, is that...
Let me show you the video I'm talking about. Begit Galle. You know that you're going to laugh. This guy is funny. But I used to see like the moments where like Begit Galle becomes so strict. Let me do like this. Let's go. I used to see like those videos of Begit Galle being strict, man. Begit Galle being strict for his people. That like this.
Hello guys,
No,
this is
man,
how I save as a student. This is how I save money as a student every month.
Okay. Come on, Begit Galle. Very strict, man. I don't want to lie.
Hello guys, this is how I save as a student.
There's a moment where like so laughing. That one is making noise. Hi guys, hi guys. Yeah, I used to see him. Yeah. I used to see Begit Galle. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mapoisa. Mapoisa, good afternoon. Afternoon, Mapoisa.
I used to see Begit Galle here, man. I was like, oh my God. I used to see Begit Galle here. I was like, I don't understand what happened. They said, like, how did this guy get this position? Which qualification does this dude have? No, Baba, criminals must test you. So how, I was asking myself, how like this man can be in inquiries there?
Mapoisa, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mapoisa. Mapoisa, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mapoisa. Mapoisa, good afternoon.
So my points are not responding the way you want, and it becomes so coming like so hard. Good afternoon, Mapoisa. Good afternoon, Mapoisa. Good afternoon, Mapoisa. Like, wow.
Criminals must feel you, must hear you, must smell you, must taste.
Yeah, that's why like I believe this guy was so strict during the time. So I'm asking myself, I see Begit Galle now being questioned about because he was the person who's strict, man. Very strict, and we've seen the videos of him like this kind of
Party who makes life difficult for the South African people. Any party who shoots a cop, they drop being a dove and make sure that you are a serpent.
I've also decided to suspend the National Commissioner from duty with immediate effect.
Any party who...
That's where I know then Begit Galle. You see, like this time, but like I know this guy is so strict and was keep on questioning myself. So I wish you engage in freakish activities like this on TikTok.
I must say I'm upset by the young police officers that they disrespect the uniform and the badge by going to TikTok and dance on uniform and do things that they're not supposed to do on uniform.
So this is the time I know Begit Galle. I was like, man, this guy is so strict and he loves the police uniform. He respects the law. Wow. This year, 2025, I see Begit Galle on being questioned in Parliament. I was like, how did he end up here? There was a corruption happening. It's a question that we ask ourselves, are we safe in South Africa if we see our people that we trust with our lives being questioned for corruption?
If you want to dance on the TikTok, take the uniform off and put your short skirt and go and dance there. Not on uniform and the gun. Is the disrespect, and they're not taking care of that badge and that uniform. It's not done. It's indecent. We're not respecting the uniform. Therefore, we are not respecting the nation that has handed over that uniform to you. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm calling on you and instructing you to be tough on those people that they think this uniform is equal to put it on and go to tavern and go and dance with it.
So like based on what this team speech was saying, I was like, man, this man is so strict. We'll never see him in this kind of allegations or accusations. But that's happening in South Africa. We were like they were questioning him. So in these videos, he's going to share a story of Cat Matala. He's going to share the story of Cat Matala. Because of Cat Matala share his story, so like this man has been asking him money, the money after money, the money after money. But like now we need to understand the full story. But like now we see the person here telling the police like so disappointed on them. They are busy showing hey.
It can't be done. It can't be done. Once you put this uniform, we are not Begit Galle. We are an asset of a nation and behave as such.
Facts.
So I'm calling on you. These people that go there and talk nonsense about themselves, advertise themselves, and do all those things, that must come to an end. A tough decision must be taken against them. They're disrespecting the uniform. They're disrespecting South Africans. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know where they are.
It's powerful speech of Begit Galle. But we want to see him like now being cautioned. Yeah, you're going to see Begit Galle here like now, being cautioned like now. But most of the young people been looking at this a grandfather or a father to those who are young, for those who are on my age. We see like this person in what he wants here. The question we ask ourselves, why Begit Galle is here, what he's doing exactly here. What is happening? Allegation by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Let's see what's happening.
It could not be that a person that you know 3-4 months would know that person very well. There are quite few things that can make you know you very well. Firstly, is time that makes you very well. Secondly, is my extra association with you. For instance, knowing your family, knowing where you live, knowing how you live, taking drinks together and all that, how if you have taken the drink, you behave and all that kind of thing.
So like here, don't be confused, guys. Is where is going to share the story of Cat Matala. I don't want to watch here and become confused.
If it's only I've met you in a form of a semi-work, maybe meeting, maybe in a hotel, maybe in the particular room, then it cannot be very well. So it's on reflection and on, again, tapping on the understanding that human beings do make mistakes. And but
which mistake have done then? Definitely, human beings do make mistakes, but we don't want the mistake that caused the citizen. Yes, they make mistakes, but the mistake that happens in South Africa, they're intentionally. They're not a mistake that you done by mistake, accidentally. It's not.
The real matter is that when you realize that that has happened, is to say, yes, I made a mistake, very well is a mistake.
You know your business better than anyone, right? So why not build an app to run it with Base 44? This finance.
So guys, this is an ad. This is an ad. This is an ad. Let me get the one I downloaded to avoid.
Fair enough. Human beings do make mistakes. But I find it a little hard to believe that when you met him, as you say, for the first time in December, that prior to that you didn't
I think like when we meet him,
know about him. Did you know about him without having met him?
I did explain that it would take about 2 weeks that I've known when I read the story about Tembisa and him getting the contract of the police. Before that, I didn't know him.
They want to build the hospital of Tembisa. But like for you to make you go ahead, yes, a lawyer, this lady must be a minister of justice. They can never make me hate her. His son Prince and Andreas. Okay. Maybe that means they ask beautiful questions that are going to give us to get answers at the same time.
Nothing at all.
Not zero.
Never heard of him.
Zero.
Okay. So would it surprise you to know that he has quite a record, a criminal record? Well, not necessarily a criminal.
It's like zero. I know nothing, zero.
Criminal record, but a history of brushing with the police, and not in the positive sense.
With all the evidence I have read, it's about a number 18 with withdrawals, with acquittals and all that. I've seen, and that's why at one statement that I've made that I wonder how he flew below the radar for me when it comes to that situation.
Yes, well, I'm wondering the same thing. Do you have an explanation?
Do you have any explanations then based on that, based on the issue on that?
the crux of the matter that I didn't know about him. But honorable member, maybe again, without being arrogant, we'll know about many things, but there are many things that we wouldn't know about it. One person that I didn't know about it, but seems to be big in the crime world is Mlife himself. He looks big when you hear who he is. He has been in London with a fraudulent documents, arrested in London. You must be big to be arrested in London for South Africa. But I didn't know anything about him too.
You talk about Molefe. Molefe has been accused. Let me ask my ChatGPT about Molefe. He's going to get us about that. Chad, I'm on the live now. ChatGPT, I'm on live. I'm busy with the case of Begit Galle. And remember, there was this case of Molefe. Molefe being accused about somebody, those allegations. Can you please give us a little bit of information about Molefe, what they've been accused of, or the allegations with simple English, so that my viewers can see. Give me that now. So like ChatGPT is my news checker. Every time when I fail to understand and talk about the person who speak, case of Begit Galle. Sometimes you need to be there and correct them. So like this is what I say. You understand? So like it's going to come there and help you, man. Then after this, after a second, we are going back to what ChatGPT said, the information that he give us, you understand, so that we can share with you guys and have understanding. Because I don't want to promote information that is not impactful. The information that I may share here, it must be more impactful.
Okay. And having read about Matala's involvement at the Tembisa Hospital tender, and knowing what we know about the facts surrounding Tembisa Hospital, and you still felt comfortable staying in his flat?
You mean then or after I've had that information?
After you read it.
No, definitely. The ideas and behavior that I had then is different. Is definitely different from my attitude and my behavior towards him now.
Okay, so would you go and stay in one of his properties now?
No.
No.
Definitely. There is the answer. So like no. But then let's go. Let's see. ChatGPT have for us. Okay. This is so beautiful. If you don't know, you're going to learn today. Who is the Molefe and what has been accused of? Katiso KT Molefe is a man in South Africa who's facing various serious criminal charges. That's bad. He was accused of being mastermind behind the 7 murders. Oh my God. Including killing Opa John Sefoko, Dia Somebody, and others. He also linked with the murder of Vereeniging engineer Ahmad Swart. The state said Molefe and his occupied plan and carries of these killings using firearms and work with others in South crime networks. This is so bad. South Africa is not so bad. Molefe has now been transferred to High Court, where and his co-accused will stand trial on many charges, including murder, conspiracy to murder, and unlawful possession of firearms. They have been also claimed that the Mhlanga Commission that Molefe might have paid the large bribe 2.5 million to secure the bail. This is still allegation being investigated and was mentioned by a witness, but it has not been proven in court. In some medias and police testimony, police name linked criminal syndicates, networks has been shown as organized crime. I mean, this is so sad. This is so sad, man, but it looks like they're learning. So if you come to my channel, you're here to learn, we're not here to push numbers, we're here to educate people.
Okay. So he's not your friend Finish and Klaar?
He has never been a friend.
Okay.
He said you were asking him money. He said like we're busy. You asking him money.
Now,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here's how developers at Perplexity and NVIDIA are prompting AI 10 times faster. You're prompting Cursor over 100 times.
you said at the beginning of your evidence that Richard Mdluli was suspended by you. Why did you suspend him?
I can't remember whether it was charged or was being investigated for the case of murder somewhere. Was it West or East Rand?
Kempton Park.
Yeah. But there was an issue about him. I think he was charged by then. And then you could not then have a head of crime intelligence charged and still.
Must Africa. People in high positions, man. People in high positions are committing crime. People in high levels. High positions, man. High levels. High positions. Wow.
Running the crime intelligence, he had to be suspended.
Okay, miraculously.
Yeah, that's reasonable, definitely. I totally agree with you.
Those charges were withdrawn.
Honorable member.
He thinks so hard. It's like those charges have been withdrawn. He's thinking so hard. He thinks so hard when they say those charges have been withdrawn.
I really don't know. You know, police have been suffering. Police have been suffering because your world prosecution, you have been doing things and flying below the radar. I think the latest suspension, if in your world, in Gauteng, is a big one.
Yes.
Is a big one.
Oh, yes, certainly.
And
rather late than never.
And it's not new. And it's not new. The information that is suspended about and all the kind of stuff. So you sit here, since I've been in this environment, you sit here that police, you have done the good job. I wonder what happens to the next segment. You see here in Western Cape, police were very frustrated about Tembe matter.
So I guess let's do some, normally like I'll become here and do some workouts. It's very important to do workouts. So during these discussions, and same to you, you want to stay fresh, you want to stay active, you want to stay, those can mentions. You can do like some exercise, man. You can do like, yeah. But like, let's see Begit Galle during his time, man. This is how I know Begit Galle. Let me see this one. So let's say like this one on Begit Galle. I don't know what's happening here, but because like you can see like people do this. Okay, not on the patient. Ish. You see, like that include those things. It's not what I want. Let's go, Bheki. Come on, I press it, Bheki. Why Bheki doesn't speak now? Bheki? Bheki doesn't speak. Bheki, what's wrong, Bheki?
Generous.
This
I
one,
must say, I'm upset.
this one, we watch it. When you say like it's very upset.
On the matter, they've arrested those 2 people, 1 injured, 1 dead, 1 run away, and 3 firearms. On the matter, they.
I love Bheki though.
Amadoda kufanele aye kukurapha singaphinde size la cha.
I said, but I love Bheki though. I love Bheki.
Leyo mbizo yokuzokhuluma nakune-rape nani amadoda wayeka ukudlwengula. Siyeke sigoduke sineminye imisebenzi eserious man. Nizosiqoqa la ngokudlwengula kwenu. Ni-rape onyoko.
Whoa. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God, this is what I'm going to say that.
Believe that they had a case. They were told more than many times to go dot the I's and cross the T's. They did that more than many times. And they went back and somebody said, you go and do this. So whoever was doing that today, they believe that there was a protection of somebody by the prosecution. So you sit there and the police say, come back and cry. It is underscored that one time I met the Minister of Justice and DPP. I met them. And I said, that's what police are saying. One thing they say,
police are saying like they're not protected. This is what they are saying, like, so like they're not protected. And when this one, there's this other one is so. Oh, yeah. I breathe so hard. There's this other one I want to focus on. So you're not protected. You're not protected. You're not protected. If police are not protected, who must supposed to protect us? Because now I won't take the stories of police saying like they're not protected. I won't buy that story. Hey, police were not protected. Who am I supposed to protect the citizen? Yeah? Who's supposed to protect the citizen? If police are going to say like we are not protected. Yeah, that's a question that you should ask. If the police are going to say like you're not protected, who's supposed to protect the citizen? Answer the question.
You have a meeting with Matala for the first time. You don't know him. He's introduced to you by this guy.
Like he didn't know Cat Matala, but he had a meeting with Cat Matala. Okay, let's finish before we judge. Let's finish because of these things are about able to understand the citizen of this country may be protected and sharing the more impactful information.
and he tells you his problems, and he asks for your interventions, and you acted as per his request. Am I putting it correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he tells you that they are trying to persuade him to lie under oath against Khumalo. As a national commissioner, you know that lying under oath is perjury. It's a criminal offense.
Yes.
You know, General. Now,
So like I don't know if you watch the Cat Matala was saying like he asked Begit Galle to this is a gossip, guys. People are watching it. These are gossip news. So he said like Begit Galle, he asked Begit Galle to help him with the problems because of they came to his house, they took everything, the firearms, was trying to open the case, they failed to open the case, then Begit Galle helped him. So Begit Galle was keep on wanting money from him. Those are the problems that he just mentioned that now the other member.
it means this guy, Sibia, was attempting to commit a criminal offense. Am I correct? And he succeeded in his attempts to influence Matala to lie about the jewelry that was stolen by the police.
Oh, the jewelry was stolen by the police because of the police that went to his house. You remember the part where like Julius Malema saying like, you remember the part where Julius Malema saying like the police they enter and then they put the kids into a floor with the guns, and when they start to apologize to say like I would like to apologize for your kids, for your wife being treated like that. So he said like this person he say must lie about the stolen jewelry during that time when the police came to search to his house. He said like that. So you must know these stories because of these things happening next day. He's coming back next day.
He would have committed an offense. In fact, both of them, because Matala would have signed the affidavit under the influence of Sibia. So that would be perjury. And Sibia succeeded.
If that is true, happened that way, I would concur, I would agree with you.
Don't you think, General, that you became irresponsible and reckless by making an intervention on a matter that required the police to act? Because my view, if you can ask me to advise you after getting that instruction or that request, I would say, tell Matala to report the matter to the police.
No, like I think like the member didn't hear it well, or I'm the one who didn't hear it well. He said like he tried to open the case about the stolen firearm during the search, right? So what you are saying like you blame Begit Galle because of Cat Matala went to Begit Galle and say like, hey my brother, listen man, these people they want to, and so this guy gave me a scenario that I should do so like the stolen jewelry. So this guy, the member here of Mkonbensizwe, believed that Begit Galle give Cat Matala good advice about go with that scenario and blah 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 blah. He believed like that. That's why when the story continues, Benzimande wants money from Cat Matala. He wants a lot of money. Cat Matala was busy give Benzimande money. Yeah.
So that the police can investigate. And indirectly, by your intervention, you helped Sibia to escape, because had you allowed Sibia to do whatever he wanted to do and trap him, maybe he will be behind bars today for trying to break the law. So you made a political intervention in a legal matter, which required an investigation by the police. Don't you think you were a bit irresponsible and reckless?
Two things on my mind, and I've mentioned it before, honorable member, that I could not have allowed Khumalo to be made a scapegoat. Second thing, I did say to Matala must go and speak to Khumalo. You say...
What happened to Khumalo? What happened? Let me ask my ChatGPT. I asked my ChatGPT currently. ChatGPT, based on the news, I'm busy with the case of Begit Galle. So there's a story of like Begit Galle left Khumalo to escape, something like that. Based on what I'm being listening, they say Khumalo, Begit Galle left him so that he can escape, something like that. Can you please let us know what is Khumalo, man? Because I want to understand the story and remember with simple English the case of Begit Galle and Cat Matala, that case. So do it for me with simple English. So this is my friend. This is my friend. Every time he will give me advice. Let's come and listen.
I should have told him to go and speak to the police. I did tell him to go and speak to Khumalo. What I have said here, I don't know if they did speak, but I did tell him to go and speak to Khumalo. Khumalo is a police, by the way.
No, I'm saying to report a matter. Remember, it involved Khumalo.
But Khumalo,
I'm saying, General, to advise him to report or to open a case so that the police can investigate. When you tell Khumalo, it involved him. So he couldn't open a case. To say, Matala, as a former minister of police and as a former national commissioner, I know the law. I think this is the best way
to go.
We can approach it. Now, you invited your participation unnecessarily so by making political interventions in a matter that required the attention of the police. Today, if what you are saying is anything to go by, we are sitting with a person who has not been punished for attempting to commit a criminal offense.
Let's check what ChatGPT is telling us. Yeah. This is what they say. Dimisan Kumar, but let's leave it. Let's leave it.
Yeah. He has never accounted for what he attempted to do because of your political intervention that you did. What is your comment on that?
My comment is the same answer that I did tell Matala to go and speak to Khumalo. Khumalo is a police. So Khumalo had advice, but I did advise. I didn't say that he must go and speak to the magistrate who I said go and speak to Khumalo, who is the police.
You said I go to speak to Khumalo because Khumalo is a police. He's going to give you a best advice. Because the Khumalo is a police at the end of the day. And then the member of MK said like, no, you're supposed to give him advice because you've been in this industry and you understand more than everyone. But what the advice you give him like is the advice that put us where we are today. And you can see that that guy is shouting at and
Khumalo would have then synthesized what to do with that information. But my advice was speak to Khumalo, who happens to be a police, a very senior police.
Now, General, after
the first meeting of advice. This is the first meeting of advice. The first meeting of what exactly? It's a first meeting of what? We're coming to discuss what? It's a meeting of advice, it's a meeting of what's happening in South Africa. But we need to find out what this meeting was all about. Let's watch Begit Galle tell us about the meeting that this is a meeting that we need to focus on. Let's listen, like, which the meeting that we're focusing on, which the
Then
meeting
in January,
which of the meeting we're focusing on or talking about.
Matala offers accommodation to you. Between that meeting in January, were you communicating with Matala, either telephonically or physically? Have you ever met between the first meeting and the date on which you slept in his apartment?
Yes, we're communicating, but the communication was coming from Mabonga. These snapshots or whatever shots were coming to me from Mabonga that this what has been sent either by the minister or Mohozi. I guess most will come from Mohozi. And that the one that will make me even communicate further is the one that I know of Pandey, where I realize that this thing is getting escalated to the level that I need to sit down and discuss it.
So like this all of the case, all about what happened to Cat Matala. To say like the police were in his house, they put the families down, they took their guns and everything. So since Cat is well known as a money, then you connect with this big police and to have a discussion and asking for advice.
So during that period, you were talking about the same matter that he introduced.
It would be that matter and other matters. For instance, the other matter would have been the Kuma, the Sibiya and minister having to deal with somebody that has sent somebody to prison now is a good time. Somebody going to the KZN.
Who is somebody? Who is somebody? Like make us understand who is somebody. I hope someone is going to ask that question.
Those would be short snaps that would be sent. That is a communication. Which communication that needs to deal with Kumalo, especially Kumalo and the Mkwanas. So the explanation and the discussion will be around understanding further on those matters.
You say like to deal with Kumalo and okay, ask ChatGPT about yes. It's Dumisani Sibiya. Something like Sibiya. Something like Sibiya, right? They're going to talk about Sibiya, yeah. Something like that. Shata Sibiya is a very senior South Africa police who was the Deputy National Commissioner for Crime in South Africa. He was suspended from his job because of false allegations. You see, this is what I'm talking about. He was suspended from his job because of false allegations linking to corruption and connection with Cat Matala, while police investigation inquiries are happening. Why is name being mentioned in Matala's story? Here's what news says. The news are saying this, not us. There's a big public inquiry, Mandla Commission inquiry. It was said that Cat Matala told investigator he have given a large sum of money to Sibiya. According to the testimony, that was a play-in commission. Matala was alleged to say he paid millions in cash to Sibiya. Just imagine our money. One recording play on the inquiry suggests that Matala said he paid up to 1 million a month to Sibiya. He's even alleged to give money from the house brought other gifts. These allegations have been investigated. They have not yet been approved in court. Sibiya said Sibiya has denied that Sibiya has denied that he's a criminal, and he said he never acted wrongly. His 37 years old police career. He told the parliamentary committee that he did not consider himself as a rich cop. He rejected claim of wrongdoing. Denials and conflict stories at Parliament ad hoc committee. Sibiya said he denies having an improper connection with Matala and some others. He said he met some people officially but denied personal corruption crimes. This shows that there are different versions of events being argued in the public space. What the public hearing simple, Cat Matala same as Sibiya. I want to see Sibiya. I want to see their face. Say Sibiya, police office. I think like I want to see his image. It's very important. No, Mukala's one. Okay. Right now, I know. Now you all know like who's Sibiya. Hey, this thing being stuff free, we are not safe here. Big people in high profile that the police are supposed to protect us. This is what we are hearing.
So when you get there on the date where you were offered accommodation, who do you find there? Was Matala there in the apartment, or he sent somebody?
It was Mabonga.
It was on the date where you were given accommodation to sleep. So Matala gave an instruction telephonically that they should let you in, correct?
Telephonical to who?
No, I'm asking general. I'm not making a statement. That is why I'm saying correct. I want you to correct me, to give me the correct version.
I want to know, you give instruction to who? To me or to?
No, like when you come, there's someone open the door for you.
The hotel.
To the hotel.
No, I think he sent something. He wrote something.
To the hotel.
To the management, yes.
To the management.
Yeah.
So you didn't see what he wrote to them, the content of the
message. It was read here.
Yes.
It's the one that says,
because you
is my friend and the business partner, if we could give them the access.
Okay. So you sleep there, and then after sleeping, you slept for 2 days, right?
Yes.
And then you never met him. You left having not met him.
In that particular
during that particular period?
No, we met because the issue was to speak about these new things, to expand on it. That's why I slept there, because we had a meeting to further explain about these shots that were sent to him.
Yeah. You said, General, the statement that you have made was suggestive of a person who is remorseful for having met Matala. You said you wish that's what you said. I think you have put it in Zulu. You said you wish
that comes late when I know who he
is. Yes.
Yeah.
So that, like that regret, you meet someone who done wrong things. There's a thing like I wanted to say, guys, stay away from corruption, man. Stay away from corruption, guys. I'm pleasing you. Corruption is dangerous. There's no easy way in this country. In this life, there's no easy way. Stay away from corruption. We can, for example, we can maybe have a tender of 5 million or tender of 6 million, 7 million. The tender of that. In the tender, then we share the money, we eat it our money, and then we have a 10 million, we share 5 million, then I eat my 4 million, I left it 1 million, and I know you have 3 million. I can send people to take that money. I can call people to say, like, this guy has this amount of money, go to rob him. When that guy find out his friends rob him, you see, like, corruption is, stay away from corruption. Corruption always create problems. People, they used to say, like, no, corruption is wrong. Corruption is dangerous. Corruption is like a cancer. Corruption is like a cancer. It expands. You start with small, then it's grow. It's like a cancer. Corruption. Stay away from that. You see, like what he explained. Say, like, I wish I did not meet Cat Matala, but there was money involved. Hi.
But initially, when he has not been arrested, when he has all these things, a normal person. No, I don't regret the time. But it was information as we go on to say, it does look like I met the wrong person.
So you meet this person, General, for the first time. He gives you a delicate instruction, which involves operations in the police. After that, he offers you accommodation. But still, you don't make a research of who this person is and what are his intentions.
Why they try to benefit? Facts. Money. But I won't tell it money. Money, your money will put you in danger. Money. Yeah.
So you just...
What information, delicate information? The information is about me.
No, not about you, General. You said this person told you about many things, that is being used, that there's influence, that he must write an affidavit and lie about Khumalo. That is delicate. That is sensitive.
No, that is first meeting.
Yes,
remember, yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying you...
You see, like, hey, man, sometimes people are going to put you in danger. This is a lesson that you should learn about people. People, they can put you in danger. If you don't have the nerve to say no, your life will be in danger.
Meet this person. He offers you accommodation. You don't make a research.
He didn't offer me the accommodation.
Not on the same day, General. I'm saying on the next occasion. On the next occasion in January. You met for the first time in December. He offers you accommodation in January. Correct? I'm asking, you don't even bother to make a research of who this person is.
And from the start, you should make a research from the start before you meet the person. Before you meet the person. These are things that we should learn based on this case. You don't check, you're going to meet someone who's been wanted.
And what intentions does he have?
Research for what?
To know the person.
Because it's giving me the accommodation.
So it's enough for you, General.
I'm happy.
Because of the give me accommodation.
To get the accommodation.
So
I'm in Pretoria, I'm not going to pay.
Yeah, General. I know it's easy to downplay it, but it's more complex. It's more complex than that. So for you, it's easy to meet up with a person for the first time. He discusses sensitive things with you. You don't know that person. You don't ask where he comes from. You don't even bother to drill down his history and his standing in society. You just take instructions and implement them. Because where I'm worried the most here, General, that you are a police officer, even though you're retired. But the skill is still there of a police officer. Now, are you easily accessible like that? That you can... And just meet a person, take instructions, he offers you accommodation. Still, you don't bother to drill down the history of this person, their credibility in society, and their standing. Are you easily accessible like that?
Don't mix things. I meet this guy. It gives me information. My worry is Khumalo, so I work on that. But then continues to let me to know things that would be about Khumalo and about me this time. That warrants me knowing the meeting, knowing the issue of me getting involved. Then I go to Pretoria to talk especially about things that are said by me to be arrested. What is that? Can you explain? So I'm in Pretoria. Then
Tebulu. Like every time, like I use my ChatGPT to give us the peace laws, and like it's well to understand be costless. Let's watch this.
And I realized that is got the place, instead of paying and sleeping, I'm offered on this one. So
how much do you think like you don't have that money for one night? But I believe you have that money for one night. I believe you have money for one night. I believe like we have money to pay for one night, baby. Don't come with stories. That's my belief.
I just do that. It has been the journey from December until January, end of January. I did not see this guy and went to sleep on the thing. And the information that's given to me is information that I use to stop whatever could have to Khumalo, but it moved beyond Khumalo. It came to me to say, by the way, you are not spared yourself in this process.
Yeah, no, General, I think you are not. I'm saying exactly. The sequence of events that we have outlined is exactly what I was saying. And I said to you, where I get worried the most is when you take instructions from a stranger.
I feel like the money was on the table. And again, like, because we don't know what happened. But like, someone is going to call you from where you come from KZN, come to Johannesburg, Pretoria, and not offer you something, the benefits of that meetings, and like you said, like based on the sensitive information you shared, you didn't bother yourself to do the research because the information said is so sensitive. Why didn't bother to do some research on this person sharing sensitive topic like this? Why didn't bother yourself? But this thing goes along about with the thing of, like they offer the benefits to meet. Man, was probe.
Being a former national commissioner, being a former minister of police, and implement those instructions because you implemented the request of Matala. He asked you to intervene and you intervened. And you implemented the instructions of Matala without even verifying the credibility of Matala. You relied on a version of one person of Matala.
This guy shouting, this guy like not shouting, the thing. So we're still on this one again. This one on 9/8. The same stories, same Cat Matala, but it affects us as a citizen. And we need to be included, and we need to be part of these stories. We need to be part of these stories. We need to be included. Let's give it for you to breathe so that we can go.
56 guys in the tax industry with the 20 guys you sent of the special task force. So it's something that must be,
What's referee? You know what
Yes, General.
What's happening?
It's something that must be corrected, Chair. Indeed, Masimula and me, we engaged the taxi guys in KZN.
For what? Why you engage with them? What is the reason behind it?
To say, bring back our men. They say, we pay them better. We pay them better. I talk to them. I say, guys, can we go back home? They say, Minister, we love the page. National Commission, we love the page, but we don't eat the page.
They say like they don't eat the badge. How much the salary of a police work in South Africa? How much the salary of ChatGPT give us news? There's news here after news. Give me this news. How much a police officer earn in South Africa minimum wages based on the information, based on the stats? Because of what I'm hearing here, give us and give to my viewers how much a police officer earn. You can mention their position in this position with this experience. This is how much you earn. Give me that information. How much a police officer earn in this country? Because you say like he went there to say like bring back our men. They say like we love this badge. We love this badge, man. Like we don't. You say like just imagine we love this badge, man. We don't eat this badge. That means they pay them peanuts.
Maybe that's one thing that we'll have to see what we do with our people that have high capabilities so that we keep them in a proper way. Maybe that's one case that as legislators will deal with. So I go back, Commissioner and I will go back and we discuss. We say, Commissioner, we have a leeway here of dealing with this 56. We had 3 meetings with them.
But like it won't change anything because of the money. If like they in 15,000 or 20,000 and someone come with bribery of 30,000. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see how much they're in. Average police salary in simple English, average police, a typical South Africa police service on around 7,500 per month on average. About for this include officers of all different ranks. Payback rank monthly, entry and lower ranks. A police trainee about 4.5 per month during training. Police constable after training is 30 to 17,000 per month. Sergeant around 17 and 20. Middle officer, captain is 21 to 26,000. Lieutenant colonel is 26 to 32. Seniors officers, colonel is 32 to 38. Really, I don't know this one. Manager. What about the minister? Give us how much the minister is earning then, the minister of police. It's very important to collect all information. This is an educational video. Employ like the end. How about minister?
The last meeting was in HR where we were preparing to bring them back. Not all of them that came back, but a big chunk came back. The leeway was that special task guys, both army and police, they have a special allowance. The special allowance started same level, both of them at 6,000 some years ago. Soldiers have moved to quite a high, I don't know whether to say the figure where they've moved.
Say the figure, I want to know how much the soldier, because like a long time ago, this one was 6,000. Let's see about the one you just mentioned like now.
They've moved there as a special allowance, and the police have stayed there at the bottom. So we agreed with the National Commission that move them up where they are, which is more than 20,000 from 6,000. And then agreed, and they said, Minister, with pleasure, if you're taking care of us, we'll go back home. By the time I left, so they were being processed, quite several of them, they were going back to the police. Well, I heard Minister Mkuno said he has fixed the matters of the special forces. No, that process started when Galle was there. But it was going to start with special forces, goes with the NIU and the CATs. CATs are not too many, and then goes to the TROT, that few that are still there. Now,
the thing about the salaries, how much were any minister? He was the minister of police. So how much the minister of South Africa and Kevin minister of the government earns government per year through 400 per month. Deputy minister 180. What leaders? They're anywhere. You can make money though. You can able to survive with that big money. When there's a big money, you can survive. I don't know. This is a money. This is a money that you can survive and leave corruption. People that are any big amount of money that still doing corruption. What do they want exactly?
with that process, SC, comes information that 23 of the army now are in the payroll of a private guy called Matala.
Yeah? 23. Huh?
Anyway, I began to see them at the funeral, Honorable Malema. I began to see them at the funeral where we were together.
Oh, you said to see them at the funeral because we're with Malema at the funeral. Oh, it makes sense. Makes sense. I was confused. I don't like it because of the under private, the under Matala. Oh my God, you know.
I said, I know these voices, but at that funeral, there were more guns and flowers.
Oh my God.
Which funeral is that?
That was Mswazi. The guy called Mswazi Mnisi, who was a taxi guy. So there were more guns and flowers. And I said to them, what is everyone you were hitting?
It's Guns and Roses.
Maybe guns, but there were more guns.
Say like there were more guns. When you see gun, when Tendi said you see gun, it's gun after gun in that funeral.
So because it was a big guy in the taxi industry. Many of taxi guys, they came with helicopters in that funeral. They did not drive. Honorable Julius will remember there were many helicopters. I asked some of them, why did you use helicopters? They say no, because he was buried in his farm. You had to drive through the bush. So it was not any other thing, was to make sure that they go there. So you could see that these
people, they have money. These taxi industry have the money. And if you can find out based on that, allegedly so, like it's been killed within for their business. The taxi industry, and maybe it's making $1 million or $2 million a month. It's making those big amounts.
private security is taking the capabilities of the state. So somebody had to do something with it. And Matala is part of him increasing his own private capability. I don't know where that is arrested now. I don't know where those guys are that have left the special task force of the army. Remember.
Special task force of the army. Because I remember Cat Matala said like he paid them 100,000 each per month. And then Julius Malema asked like how much is your budget for monthly? He said like 2 million.
Why they train similar, but when chips are really down, those are the guys that you bring in. And they're in the private hand.
Yeah, so General, what you describe is most disturbing.
Very disturbing. It's very disturbing. I don't know, it's very disturbing. I'm trying to focus here. Special.
Isn't it? It's high level crime, sophisticated, even buying off or inducing some of our top police and army specially trained officers to actually employ them on their side?
Just imagine. Because of they say like that side, they're not earning. They're not paid. And you say Malema, you say, I don't know, he's trying to expose Malema or what. You say like Malema, you were there. You can confirm with me like if I'm lying.
And obviously they're involved in what is clearly a criminal enterprise. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't have that evidence that they're involved in what is criminal.
For what purpose would they want these people to be surrounded by people that's heavily
they call
armed?
them their protectors, but it's not only them here, SC, that could be blamed. The state also must take some form of responsibility. You can't change.
But you are a state. People are government. And this thing start to question the citizens. So like, if you even like call Julius Malema, so like Malema can confirm in that funeral there was only guns. The guns are more than the flowers. What are you saying exactly? You are saying that. So like there were lots of flowers, there were lots of guns, more than this. They came with helicopter and what? This sounds like nice story that involve crime. What you're doing there exactly?
Those people, I usually call them human machines and don't take care of them. I blame them for going and all that. I don't know what are they taught to do in the private arm, but the state will have to look at them. You train me highly, you keep me highly.
A shot that
I think Begit Galle have the problem with state not paying the employees because of like you treat them highly, but you don't pay them highly. Why is like that? Why you treat them so high, but you don't pay them high? It's on that matter. So like, why you will train us highly as a special task force, but you don't pay us highly? What's wrong with that? What is happening with that? This is what I'm saying.
taxpayers spend on training them, that it's understandable that they cross the floor and go and work for these syndicates because they get more pay. And that, are you saying that we should, to stop this, we should pay our officers more? Is this one of the ways in which we can stop this criminal activity?
No, it will never work. It will never. When you pay them more money, they're going to want more. When you pay more, they're going to want more. They should recruit people who love action. They should recruit people who love gymming, training, karate. They must go to martial arts school. Recruit people to become police. People who went to army, who've been dealing, how to deal with a person, how to survive, how to do those kind of stuff. Those things are teachable. There are kids who are doing that. I've been doing martial art. I've been doing karate. Those are what people are needed.
And why do you? I think you also mentioned that that you went back to actually negotiate the return of some of these officers back, to integrate them back into the police force.
Mm-hmm. I would not agree with you.
You say that. You say that. Don't you say you not agree with him? You say that. You say like they took the task force from you guys. You say by yourself. You say like they took a task force from you, and you say like you guys will pay us more amount, and they say they're paying us much. How you say that? Don't deny.
I would not agree with you that they work for syndicates.
Okay, let's continue. Let's give me a chance to speak.
Especially the police task force are recruited
by the taxi industry. Those are not syndicates. There might be a lot of criminality there, but to call the taxi industry syndicates, having not have that information will be a problem. There is one thing I know with the taxi industry, is a lot of death.
Definitely, there's a lot of death. So, since there are lots of death, they recruit those special task force to do what? In taxi industry. To kill each other or what? To protect their boss? Tell us.
And a lot of guns on it. I said I was a provincial MEC for transport. I spend a lot of time dealing with them. So I would sit with you here, SC, have a meeting, and then I say tomorrow we'll come back and finish the meeting, and your chair will be empty.
Why? Why chair will be empty?
Next day, your chair will be empty because you are gone forever. So that's what happens with that industry. Anybody who understands that industry is there is a question they ask there. If you want to buy taxis,
they are saying what? What does it mean? People don't understand what does it mean.
We have a stick to protect the job. That's a gun. So if you are going to be in the taxi industry, you must have a gun too. That's how it goes. So I would not then say taxi industry are syndicates, but I wouldn't say that those recruited by those.
So why they recruited those then? This is a question I'm asking because of like now people are working there, they have guns and whatever those kind of situations. We all know they have guns, but it doesn't make sense to me. I try to understand, but it doesn't make any sense.
That are associated with syndicates like Matala are not abused and used for that. But I would not sit here and say taxi industry guys are syndicates.
They will come after you. You can't say that. Like South Africa, when it's not safe. This kind of mine. You survive, dog. It's all about survival.
I will take Honorable Malema.
Minister.
Let's go, Malema. Let's go.
You'll agree that there is a difference between personal protectors and Inkabi. Because when a person is employed to look after you as a high profile or a taxi person, that person does exactly that. And there are people who are hired to kill people. And that is the purpose of hiring Inkabi for that purpose. Am I correct?
You are correct, Honorable Member. But it does happen that the very same protectors are used sometimes as Inkabi and come back to their job. But there is a pool of people that are there just calling their price. There is that group of people. So that's why, and there are people that genuinely protect their principals. They call them their principals, even in taxi industry and all that. And I would not call those people syndicates.
It's agreeing that people who go to kill. There are people who go to kill. He agreed. Like there are people who go to kill, man. This is South Africa. He agreed very well, without any hesitating, without any can mention to say like, yes. Wow. Let me go to take a bath. It was a beautiful stream. I love you so much, guys. And I see like which content should I do like now, based on the sound I'm doing, based on this content. No, guys, I'm not leaving. Let's watch. Yeah, guys, I love you so much. Stay tuned, man. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Lots of content is coming about this topic because I can see people love it. Lots of content is coming about this. I love you so much. Stay tuned.